Alright, let's do
suppose.
it.
So we're
I'm
ready to
on.
start. Okay.
Unless someone else is gonna join, but I don't think so. Fucking Zahir.
Alright, so currently your party is located outside Downwind. Would you like...
Music makes me
Yeah,
happy.
we got off the ship right near downwind, so I'd imagine we've headed at least 2 downwind.
Not the ship. You would teleport,
Oh, we're
remember?
not shit.
Yeah,
Flash
teleport.
TV.
Slash TP.
And it was like here-ish, right?
Yep.
This music makes me happy.
It does. Okay, we found another song which makes us happy.
This
Would
is
you like to
the
start heading
one
towards
the
Downwind? It's pretty obvious. You guys can
Yes.
see the town in the distance.
Yeah, okay, and we're
Yeah.
trying to figure out a way towards town, all right?
Yes. It takes you about, let's say, 3 hours to get to Downwind. But now
What
it's like,
time is it right now?
when the moment you reach Downwind, 5 p.m.
5 p.m. Okay. Would any of you need sleep or food or any other necessities?
Ah, have you ever
No.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
was
like
expecting
the-
that.
Wait, isn't this the
probably,
song
Under a
yeah,
Terminator.
short rest.
Terminator.
Hey Earth, isn't this song called
How the Hasbris are her.
All of the songs are called...
All of Nobody's music is from
Ah.
Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah, I use
okay.
multiple. Like I use like 6 games, or hers only uses Called the Lamb. I don't even use only games. Okay, 3, 2.
So I'm guessing you are not stopping at a hotel or inn.
Zo mag je weer spelen.
I need
Oké?
to eat.
Je mag spelen over 2 uur. Ga maar. Nee.
Pretty
Ja, dat is
sure
fine, want
every
it's
other
fine.
character than mine in our party needs
Welke others
to,
doet dit al
technically.
Deodorant
Ja.
iemand.
I'm the
like,
construct,
I
so I don't
don't
really
know.
eat or drink or
Short
anything
rest.
like that.
Let's
Like,
see,
they're
for
probably
the
nobody?
few that do need it, we're gonna stop at an inn.
So I know, but
Yeah,
I no longer have
I-
access to viewers in my characters.
Alright, so
Oscar.
nobody.
Whatever
What
it is.
bullshit name are you gonna use for the inn, or are you gonna use the same name?
there is no name for the inn, or at least not one that you can
Yeah,
remember memorably.
Fair enough. Oh, it's that shit of an inn?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh shit, does it have to be for someone who doesn't drink to not even remember it? Yes, he doesn't drink.
As you now wake up the next day, and your first thought is to look for a carriage, correct? For Talonfell, because I don't think you're gonna walk all the way there.
Or a horse.
Yeah, no.
Or
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway, let me grab these character sheets. Shit. Do I have any way of helping with that?
There is
If any...
there is a shop that does sell that has what's called rent a carriage. However, you do notice something weird about these carriages. Horses don't pull them; it's these weird birds. I think they're called a chocobo.
A chocobo.
Fucking what?
A what now?
A chocobo. It's this
Chocobo.
giant
So,
bird that pulls it. And it's a lot faster than a horse.
Well,
It's not in
these
my
things
book.
are peculiar.
Ah, cute.
If I'm remembering correctly, it's from Monster Hunter.
Actually, it's from Final Fantasy, to be honest. It's originally from Final Fantasy, is what the chocobo says.
Do you really think I play those kinds of games?
It's no wonder I don't
Fair
know,
enough.
because I don't play those games either.
Fair enough, I
I'm
suppose.
pretty sure at least Abby would have the money to rent the carriage.
Yeah, she would.
Noticeably for you, you don't have... It's not too much of a hole in your pocket. As you get the carriage, it seems to be bigger on the inside than on the outside.
TARDIS.
Well, I was not expecting magic to be normalized here, but here we are.
It most definitely is.
I mean, with how
Considering
you...
the likes of me wander about, it is quite common. Though the specific
you,
magics well, as she moves her own body, this, I don't think is much common anymore.
I mean, in all honesty, you do not seem particularly, magical.
For Abby, specifically the magic being used is rune magic. A very old room magic that's not commonly used.
Yeah, okay, so that would explain V having no clue about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm not from this world where I'm from, not this kind of magic wouldn't be particularly normalized.
I don't. Yeah. Same here.
Well, either way, we're headed off. We board the carriage and we set off to Talonfell.
Not long after the
Yeah.
carriage starts its journey, you seem to run into a elf wizard who seems to be walking on foot.
Elf wizard.
Yeah, would you like a ride?
Oh, would that be okay?
Depends
Yeah, sure, hop
what
on
your
in.
intentions in the area is.
Oh, sure.
To
Actually,
most
hop
people,
on.
she's a child. She hasn't been in Talonfell for a few years, so most people have kind of forgotten she looks like a child.
Well, if it's alright with you, Ashley then hops in and takes a seat.
What's
She's
she-
like, nice to meet you. I'm Sparrow.
Hey there, Sparrow.
Adelaide, but for simplicity's sake, just call me Abby.
I wouldn't speak unless they're spoken to properly.
And she seems to look
Yeah.
around the carriage with wide eyes. She's like, oh, I haven't seen this kind of magic before. Well, maybe once, but I can't remember. Oh, hey, look at you. And she then points to Abby. You're like a child, and yet you're a lot wiser. What are you? Are you a Warforged?
I'm a Latinette.
A what?
A Latinette. They haven't. My sort haven't really been around for a while. I doubt you've really met one before me.
I highly
But I
doubt
can
it as
guarantee
well.
I am older than you.
We'll see about that. As she then walks over to Virus next. You pretty
Who's-
tall for a human. Oh wait, you're not human. Dragonborn? Oh,
Correct.
quite the mask though. I mean, I get it if you think you're a
I
bit
don't like
ugly
my
for the
face.
mask, but still.
I just don't like my face. Also easy to keep my identity hidden.
As she then walks over to the serpent.
Hmm?
Are you Beastkin? No. Naga? Gorgon? One of those three.
Think I'm not too sure. I've heard people say it before.
Interesting.
Your message kind of cut out, I think.
Mine
I did not
or-
hear the whole sentence.
Mine or
Laughlin's.
I heard it just fine.
Yeah, no, it cut out partially on my end, so I had no idea what he answered.
Ah,
Do you want to answer again,
Yeah.
Lachlan?
Yeah. I think I'm a Gorgon. I'm not too sure. People have told me that before.
Interesting.
Okay, thank you.
And she then moves on to Mo. You're a weird one. I've never seen a raccoon before. That's what
Yeah, I came from somewhere else other than this place.
Understatement of the century.
Interesting. And she then moves on to. Is it pronounced Zahir Sky, correct?
Yeah.
Now,
The big ol' elephant.
I would like to say Beastkin, but I believe, if I remember correctly, your kind are not from this world.
Mm.
The most obvious choice would be Beastkin, though. And she then moves on to V, and she's a bit quiet. And she kind of tilts her head, and she's like, "You're a weird one, aren't you? You seem a little weak, yet you're following all of that magic of yours and that project of yours. Do tell me, will it be worth it? You doing that will have you targeted by others of your kind all while you're building it, you know?"
My kind? What is this? Some sort of zoo?
Do you not know what you are?
I know enough.
Hmm.
But no. I do have a question. Why would a wizard of your power not walk? This feels destined. I would like an explanation.
Walk. Oh, right. Well, I like to travel, and I like to see the world as it is. After all, like you guys, I'm not from this world.
Ah,
What?
Interesting.
If anything, I'm mostly here to help with something.
And what would that be?
And well, we have all the time in the world.
Well, unfortunately, that's not something I can disclose for... I don't really know what my grandfather's asking me to help with, except for to deliver this letter.
Who's your grandfather? Who's your grandfather?
Grandfather... Oh, shit. Brain! She actually says that herself, by the way. A grandfather
messing.
is... He's the owner of a tavern.
do you know where the tavern's located?
How old is she, by the way? Seemingly.
Seemingly, she is about 27 to 28.
She's a
How
wizard.
tall is she?
She's like
She
5'6". She's like average height.
she's elven, so that would be like the equivalent like 280 or something, right?
Most likely. Sky, can you
Oh,
make a
yeah.
deception roll for
Okay,
me?
that does make more sense.
Hmm? A deception roll.
Deception saving roll.
Interesting.
Then my statement previously was absolutely correct. I am indeed older than her.
What?
Saving roll.
You know, to
That's
get the
funny.
storyline to match up, I had to make my character older than I anticipated. But her type of construct can effectively live forever as long as the magic is working.
Hey, so you want me just to do a roll where I add my deception or something more?
I forgot, how do you do deception saving throw again?
Isn't that just like
Is
insight?
it with my proficiency bonus?
Roll deception.
Okay.
Just roll deception.
Yeah,
If you have
sorry.
proficiency in it, yeah.
Brain,
If you have
brain does not
proficient
work.
in it,
If you have proficiency, add it.
I mean, like just normal proficiency bonus on top of my ability bonus.
Yes.
Just roll a normal deception.
Okay.
roll deception. Roll deception. And added proficiency if you have proficiency in it.
Okay, that's good. I got that working.
Ouch!
Not
You
one.
fail?
A bit random,
Ow.
but
That's a shame. Ouch.
Yeah, that
May
was why I
I
said
roll
ouch.
instead? May I roll instead?
Needless to
believe
say,
it's like-
you failed.
Yeah, he auto fails that basically.
That's
This was
unfortunate.
targeted straight towards Sky, I'm afraid.
Oh shit, speaking of this, I need to get my dice plus.
Okay.
I-
Cause
I
one of
noticed-
the funny thing, I just rolled just for funny, and I got a 16.
Hey, I just want to say it. When you were like talking about all the different people, I was waiting to say a like a elephant in the room joke. But you never addressed the elephant in the room, so I couldn't.
Eric!
Damn it, Sky.
Eric,
I feel like
dude.
you are.
I just have a quick question.
Mhm.
How are they dressed?
I got my dice.
a wizard.
Very formally, very well dressed, I would say. Like dressed in robes that are very polished, very fancy.
Roll it in.
Do they look like? But does it look like they've adventured around quite a bit?
Not exactly. They're definitely well worn a
That's-
little bit, but not enough.
Okay, here's the thing. That's actually got to roll with prestidigitation, so that could very much be avoided.
Right.
It's why V is also constantly very clean.
My character's also constantly fairly clean.
But back to your question earlier, Lachlan. Sparrow says, "Oh, he's the owner of a tavern. I'm pretty sure you've probably seen it before."
I keep forgetting the name of the tavern.
Drunken Horse.
Oh.
Is the tavern happen to be the Drunken Horse?
Oh, yes, that's it.
How long has he been tavern owner?
I guess the one that's in Nova. I don't really visit that one.
I want to say 30 years.
Then, so your name is Sparrow, correct?
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I'm pretty sure we've met your grandfather.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's her father.
No, she said grandfather.
Grandfather.
And what would he want? Anything in the letter that's interesting, or you just don't really?
Well, I haven't read it
Want.
yet, if that's what you're asking. It's not really my personal business to know what he's doing. This is the main thing he asked me to help with. He can deliver it himself.
Fair enough.
I
Who
would
is it
agree-
you're intending to deliver the letter to?
Oh, Queen Altaria.
Really now?
Yes.
What a coincidence. We're headed to her ourselves.
Really?
Yeah.
Indeed. And she'll just kind of lightly brush off her dress.
Well, I guess we can kill two birds with one stone, I guess. As she then says that it takes about a day to reach Townfell. When you arrive, it's about 12, I can't remember, not evening, afternoon.
In the afternoon.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
I should then ask, are we gonna head straight there, or would you rather walk around first?
Do you have anything else to do? Any of you?
I feel like
I
it's
love
best for us to meet with her right away.
I
Understandable.
mean, we do have time. We can waste some.
Yeah, we do have the time. I just feel like it's more important to speak with her right away.
Anyone else agree with that?
Yeah.
Sure, we have time to spare, right?
I suppose we're headed straight to the castle then.
The castle. Oh, that's not where she is. She's normally in the amphitheater training her soldiers. Come on, follow me.
Oh, yes. Ugh, I
alright.
haven't been here in a few years. I had completely forgotten.
And
Some
your
teacher I am.
Aspero.
She kind of whispers under her breath the last part.
As Sparrow starts to lead the way, you start to notice farther in a tavern sign. Specifically, the Drunken Horse Tavern sign from back in
Wait.
Nova.
Does
Why
not
is that here?
That's
Meh.
weird.
It moves around anyway. Meh.
That is the part that surprises you?
And she sees as Sparrow turns to see what you're looking at. Oh, right. My grandfather's tavern has multiple points. Actually, you can use it as a travel hub.
Oh,
Interesting.
that's pretty
Foreshadowing.
cool.
If you need help with the teleporting, traveling around a bit, just ring the bell on the desk and my brother, not brothers, damn it, Maureen. My grandfather's best friend will help you. His name's Navi.
Navi. Of
So
course.
If you ever need,
Navi.
if you ever need to,
I know him well.
so if you ever need to travel quickly, we can just go to one of these places.
Taverns? That's correct.
Just look for the Drunken Horse if we need to travel
Good to
fast.
know.
Gotcha.
I should then
No
go this
reason
one.
I'm just.
Nobody. Can I do something real quick?
Sure.
I would like to give one of my communication contracts over to Sparrow. These do nothing except for that we're able to speak telepathically. Nothing else.
That is interesting. I never seen one of these before. Well, I have, but not exactly like this.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be around them a lot, but as long as you're on the same plane as I am, we should be able to speak. I have some questions.
Sure. And she then signs it.
Good. And it turns to smoke.
Whoa!
But she will also be able to communicate with me as well, just so you know. It's two anyway. It's like a phone.
Phone.
She's definitely
When you-
surprised by this, but she thinks it's really cool.
When you
Sick.
try and contact them, you just hear a ringing sound in your head.
Ring, 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 ring,
Like,
ring.
like
Oh
like
God,
Spike,
no! Quit
you
the
know,
ringing.
Spike, boop, 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 boop.
The Skype sound.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember Skype.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
I was swearing at people who were twice my age back in Black Ops 2 on Skype. It's really funny.
As you have now reached the amphitheater and walk in, you see a bunch of different soldiers of Beastkin, along with Alteria, who you now notice as an owl Beastkin, an owl bear Beastkin, training some of her soldiers.
Blue.
An Owlbear Beastkin, that's a new one.
By the way, as we get in there, I will use prestidigitation to clean off my tail a bit more.
Abby will most likely just head straight down. She knows that she has a specific
Huh?
amount of respect from people around here.
Lachlan, what
Of those
class
who
are
are
you?
capable of remembering her, that is.
I am rogue sorcerer.
A combination of all time.
Sparrow would turn to the group and say, I think
Unusual.
you guys should go first. I'll deal with my
Okay.
message afterwards. And she then hangs back for you to deliver your message. Or whatever you're doing.
Alright then.
Alright.
As you approach, Hoteria seems to notice you and turn your way. And before she speaks, she sees Abby and says, Well, isn't this a welcome surprise?
Yes, apologies for arriving unannounced. It ended up with a certain haste I didn't plan for.
I see. So, might I ask, what are you doing here with this peculiar group?
Again with the remarks.
What?
Yeah.
I am just there and I'm bowing.
Yours is just standing there, menacingly.
Most standing there, not menacingly.
I'm just trying to find the words. So if someone else just want to take the word, go right ahead. I can't seem to find a good way of putting it.
I just bow and say, Hello, my queen.
I
Is
wouldn't
it
say she's
different?
your queen.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you're queen.
highly respect Beastkin.
Yeah.
Okay, so who wants to talk to Alteria first?
Probably should send Lachlan in there.
Yes, the greatest.
Throw him
Yeah.
under the bus.
I could go first. I do have the highest charisma.
Yes, please do, because I have no freaking clue of what to say.
Okay, let's
I
have
don't
me go
think my
first.
charisma. Yeah.
So, my name is V. I tell you the others' names, but that would take far too long. You of course know Abby here. She has been quite the help around with what we're doing.
Not surprising there.
Now, if you haven't noticed, we aren't exactly involved in your wars, but we have our own reasons to think that they should start being limited.
Limited how? It's not exactly a war we started.
I kind of predicted that. The main reason we came to you first is because, well, to simplify it, you're the more reasonable half. What we're trying to do is end the war between you and the elves.
I see. Is there any particular plan to this?
I do have one. I have not informed anyone.
Would you like to speak privately?
If you think that that would be best.
Ontaria thinks for a second and says, well, before then, my current plan, to give you some perspective. Since that, from what I can tell, it doesn't look like you're from here. She then says that Altaria is planning to try to get the help of the Barons, specifically the help of a beastkin down there known by the name Silver. The Barrens tends to be a place full of everyone. Elves, beastkin, gnomes, humans, everything. Including a couple of other beasts that people haven't seen before, or at least not in a long time. Some of them even grew
So
to
you
be
wa-
monsters.
So you seek to end war by increasing the amount of people fighting. That seems interesting.
The main reason I want their help is because Silver is known to have certain creatures under her control. That, and I know Midas. He's not gonna stop here. He's gonna go there as well.
Look, to
Quite
me,
frankly, Midas is possibly even greedier than a lot of the greatest people in your own places of home.
so, and you, because of the war, you guys cannot get through to him.
He's impossible to get through to no matter what you do. As you can probably tell, she's very irritated with him.
I think that there are ways. Let me guess, he's interested in money, power, all that sort.
Mostly the power part.
More
He's
than his
trying-
own life.
He's trying to build a world machine. We've recently discovered fractures that allow world travel. Travel to other worlds. He's trying to build a machine in order to travel to them. However, we also discovered the main reason for this war is because he wants not only our help, but our subjugation in trying to conquer the other worlds. I think I used that right.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You
Mo
used
has
the
like
word
a look of like
subjugation. Yeah. You used the word correctly.
Okay.
Mo has a look of like guilt, like a mixture of like guilt or embarrassment on his face, like
Okay, and you would like the barons to join in so that before this build is finished, you can destroy it.
Most likely. It's better that our chaos stays here and not spread.
Calling it chaos is an understatement. Okay,
Considering that he's
And-
able to open this machine and bring others here, he could have an army unlimited. An unlimited army of other people from other worlds with magic we don't even know they have. This machine needs to be stopped immediately.
That is correct, it does.
well,
Will say,
then
well, I am fully on your side, Queen.
may I speak frank?
Of course.
I do see your point in that, yes, getting the barons to help would absolutely increase, make it much more
Stop
easy
piece of
to
music.
infiltrate. Yeah. It would make it much more easy to infiltrate. Issue is that from what I've heard from the barons, is that it is mostly a wasteland that is quite tribalistic, and to try to get everyone to help you might not help. But what could happen instead is they realize that the other side is more powerful and join them. Because with all your soldiers, yes, they are powerful, but with what you're talking about, that is a much larger scale.
From what I understand, Silver is not the type to just join the side that's more powerful. Silver joins the side that is more... trying to find the right word. Not truthful, more
Powerful?
morally guided. I
What?
think.
No, not more
It's
powerful.
the morally guided.
Okay, guide, more guided.
For
Gotcha.
for what do you know about Dragon Beastkin?
I wouldn't know anything. If you wouldn't speak.
For
Maybe-
Not
dragon, for what's very commonly known as dragon or half dragons, their scales matter. For dragon beastkin, it's the same case. They tend to take the the alignments very seriously, as Silver isn't just a funny name; it's actually what she is, a Silver Dragon Beastkin. I know for a fact that her kind won't stand for what Midas is trying to do.
Then I think what we could do is we could go there ourselves.
And it will be at this point that I think it would be V will be the first to notice that the world around you seems to be slowing. And then Abby would notice that the world seems to be graying, as in it's going black and white. As now everything is
What's
now
going on here?
Well,
as now to the rest of you, the world is now stopped. Time has stopped and everything is now gray, black and white. As your book
Can
now,
we still like?
What is this?
Can we still like
Let her
move?
speak.
you can
let
still
her
move,
speak.
yes. You can still move.
It's just everything else is left out.
As you
Alright.
now realize your books have now opened, and written in it is your choices.
Oh.
You can help Alteria establish contact with Silver. However, in doing so, you will be setting up Beastkin and O's for a war, or even a possible surrender on Midas' side.
Hmm?
Or your other option,
Hmm.
you can go to the Elven Kingdom and try to win the other two kingdoms to Alteria's side, Irene and Lovar.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In doing so, you can stage
I will-
a coup with Alteria's help.
I personally believe that it's smarter to go to the Barons and get silver.
Yes.
Yeah,
very
I
much.
believe the same thing. Get silver.
yeah.
So
The reason
the
why is because a direct war would help far more.
Yeah.
the direction is the Barons.
Sure.
Yep.
Yes.
The books now close with a tolling of a bell, as you then hear the words, "Your choice has been made. Do not regret your actions." As everything now
Creepy.
resumes. Would you like to tell
Okay,
Alteria
then.
that you would be willing to help her?
Yep.
Is there anyone against this plan?
Nah. No, no.
Yeah, not really.
Great.
Then,
Okay.
Then might I ask that
Yeah.
you stay in town for a few days while I set the preparations for you to visit the Barons. Where the
Sure.
Barons is not a forgiving place, if you don't know what you're doing.
It will be fine.
That would be preferable, and I stick my hand so she can shake it.
She would shake your hand back.
Yeah.
Though she would find it a bit of an odd gesture.
Nothing happens because of it, so that's fine.
And although I would like to
Uh,
speak with you in private, V, I believe I have another messenger. Actually, then looks over to Sparrow.
Yeah, I'd
You
take her
did.
time seriously.
As
Uh,
Sparrow
yeah.
now notices, Altera is just like, "Oh, right, sorry." Actually, then walks forward. I have come here with a message from someone known by the title of Demon of Fortune.
Are we still here for the conversation, or are we
Yes,
gonna end up
you're
leaving?
here.
As long as they don't mind, I'll stay. Personally, I don't know about anyone else.
Demon.
Yeah, I would
Fortune.
stay.
Same here.
At this point,
Yep.
Sparrow now pulls out a scroll and starts reading out loud. Altaria, you know my name as I know yours. I have sent one of my descendants in my place to ask you a question. Want to make a deal? I can give you the power to win this war yourself, or win it for you. However, you should remember what my cost is. You know how to summon me should you need me. As she then rolls the scroll back up and puts it away. As there is silence now between Altaria and the other guards that were at first just watching, they now seem a bit on edge. As a couple of them now run forward and surround Sparrow, brandishing their weapons or claws, saying, "Who are they to make such a demand?" As Sparrow looks at him and says, "I am a messenger, no more, no less. Whatever my grandfather means of the message, I have no part of. I was just sent to deliver it." Is there anything your party would like to do?
I'd like that conversation in private.
Hold on.
I can hear the rolling.
Yeah.
Yes, rolling
Considering
damage.
Abby is from this world, could I like try to roll a history to see if I can recognize the title of Demon of Fortune?
Yes.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Any modifiers?
All of
Well, it would be Nat 20 plus 4.
You just barely make that. Okay.
Oh.
As you now,
Amazing.
what you remember is the Demon of Fortune is a demon, obviously, but we don't know where he came from. And he is known to make deals and bring people prosperous lives for those deals. However, some argue that they lose more with those deals.
So it's basically a double-edged blade,
Yes.
in a sense.
like most demons.
Oh yeah, true.
Who would have thought?
And you're about to find out what those rolls are for.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
As one of the
Uh-oh,
guards
not good.
now rush at Sparrow, saying, "You shall die for your insolence."
Can I cast Charm Person on that man?
You can try.
Okay, he has to make a. Let me look it up real quick because currently the website I use to see all my spells is completely fucked, so I need a different one.
Got it.
Fair enough.
So they need to make a. Is this 17 right? That would be my wisdom 18 wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Let's see. Just barely succeeded.
Okay, cool. And if he succeeded, that means that he knows that I charm him. By the way, so I might start attracting the attack instead.
Oh, he would have noticed, but he's definitely more focused on Sparrow.
I don't get anything other than that. I'm pretty sure.
As Sparrow
Nothing
then
yet
takes
would
her.
murder.
As you now notice that Sparrow has been carrying around a staff, a weird looking staff that I might add. And she then slams it on the ground. As a rune-like circle then appears around her as it deflects the guard and makes him go flying backwards. Along with the others surrounding her.
You went
Warp?
new.
As I said before, I am a messenger. I am not the one who demanded. As I think it would be... shoot. I want someone to roll perception.
I can do it.
Perception. I
Whoever
believe
prefers.
we settled last time that my perception's the highest of
I
us.
think.
Whoever
if
prefers.
it's-
I'll
I
give
just got a 26.
I have a +5 in perception if that's
Okay,
Yeah, I have
Lachlan
a
already
+5 in
rolled. Let's
perception
use
as well.
his. Lachlan
Lachlan,
already rolled.
Lachlan, you
I-
will have noticed that her eyes seem to change for a second when the magic appears. Something you've seen before, but you don't recognize at this moment. As
I would
then-
like to.
Yes?
Okay, I'd like to say through the contract so no one else hears this. Is that a ward? The spell that she used.
No.
It's nothing I've ever seen before.
What you can tell, it's definitely runic magic, but it's not something you've seen.
Yeah.
I believe Abby would instantly recognize it as runic magic, considering she's made of it.
You
Yeah.
would, but you don't know what. As it appears to be something you have definitely never seen nor heard of.
Ward.
Would.
Horde.
I know.
Sort of.
Anyway, as she looks at Ateria, am I allowed to leave now? She seems to be a bit annoyed. As Ateria then nods. And then Sparrow leaves. Ateria would now look at V and would ask, would you like to talk in private now?
I think that would be preferable.
As she then leads you elsewhere out of prying ears.
What
Far
will
in the-
you be doing with the soldier?
Which one?
The one that tried to kill a messenger.
He will be dealt with, that is for sure.
Now, I don't have as much experience with him, but I would say to think very deeply and consider your other options before you try and sign up with him.
Are you saying the demon of fortune, as he calls himself?
Names are names, they don't matter. But yeah, I'd consider trying out other stuff, and only if you're out of options, then go for it.
And
I would
like
have to
decide-
agree with him there. Other.
Just so you know, I don't
Don't
think
make a
Abby's here, right?
contract with him blindly.
I want you to know, Unreal, this is between V and Alteria. No one else is here.
Now,
Private
Shame.
conversation wouldn't really work if there was a kid in the ventilation shafts.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Now, I'm not gonna explain to you how, but meanwhile, I will be working on my own solution. I might not even have to involve all the war. But I would just like for you to know that if it fails, you'll be the first person to know. Now, for that to work, I would not like to use a messenger like them, and I want to pull out another contract.
May I ask, what are you?
Enough. And I don't think that anyone will really mind once I'm done.
May I ask what are the terms?
Only thing that this one will do is allow communication between me and you so that I will be able to send a message. Because if it succeeds, then you might not even have to speak with a silver at all.
I'll take the paper, but I won't sign it. Not yet.
You can read through it all you want. Well, I think we must be starting to set up our journey.
Yes. I will begin your
Yep.
preparations for what you need. You and your group
Where-
are free to walk around as you please. There is this inn that you can stay at known as the Clawkeeper.
Good. I would like to stay away from the other one. If you have any questions, that contract will allow direct telepathic communication unless either of us decides to leave this plane.
I'm
But
aware
you will
how
have to
these
sign.
things work. I've dealt with you before. As she then walked away.
I'll walk back to the rest of the room.
Alright, how'd it go?
If anything happens, she'll know. Let's say it like that.
Oh, alright,
That's
alright
what
then.
will be dealt with.
By the way, do any of you are any of you good with like a sword or like a bow or anything like that? Or maybe even like a suit of armor or something? Maybe you do stuff like that?
Good with daggers.
Now,
Daggers, like throwing daggers, or
They can be throwing daggers.
I'm good with
Can
a
I
flail.
see some of them real quick? I think I might be able to do something with them. I've looked at a couple of books and I've got some inspiration
Mo,
Hey,
that
I
I'm
will.
looking to use.
Mo, roll deception.
Deception.
Hmm?
I want to
Oh.
fuse one of them. 6 plus 2, that's 8.
8.
Hang
You
on.
fail.
Oh.
No.
Alright.
Don't need to
Two
roll
now.
insight to see though.
That's
Not
two now.
guaranteed to be fail just because it's low.
I wasn't really trying to lie. I wanted to.
No, it's nothing
it-
related to that. Trust me.
Oh,
You'll
okay.
find out at some point.
23.
Okay.
It was not for you, Lachlan. It was
Ah.
for
It was purely Mo,
yeah.
aka Doggo.
Probably not.
So the timing was just weird.
I want Sky and Mo to stay after the session, please.
I see.
Okay.
I presume it's about your beast-like appearances.
So-
Or animal-like appearances.
So
I mean,
this
here's the thing:
is-
if Lachlan's next, then yeah,
I would
right?
I would like to ask, is there anything else the party would like to do right now?
Anything really
To
important.
find a library to just to
Next long-
study up on just
Yeah,
a few things.
Would
Next
you-
long rest, I'm
First,
gonna go.
Because this is where I would
I
like
think-
to ask, would you like to go and visit the archives to
Yeah,
research
I think
some
the
things?
archivers
Yes.
would actually be insulted if we went to any library that wasn't theirs.
Yes, I would like
I see
to
that
open-
logic. I see that
Yes,
logic.
I would like to open up my archivist book and go to the archives.
Can I ask Lachlan's character for his daggers before he goes, so I can?
I'd pass you just one of
Alright.
them.
All right, great. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Does Abby have detect item yet? By the way.
Detect item? No.
Okay, thank you. Or locate object, I think it is, not detect item.
Let's see.
I think I
Oh,
may
check
get that at level
the list
2.
I can have
If any
real
of
quick.
you get that, please tell me.
I'm pretty sure I can't get it at this current level, though. That's the thing.
So I want this to be
Yeah.
a point that those of you who have entered the archives, if you have a question for the archivist, ask it now.
I didn't enter the archives, by the way.
I kind of just like plop down where
I will
was and just start tinkering.
literally ask straight up. Do you know exactly what I am? Because I'm not too sure myself.
I believe the first one who would find you is Oscar. He'd be like, I believe you're a Gorgon, if I remember correctly.
Do you have any books about them?
Yes. As he then snaps his fingers and one appears. Here you go. The whole history when it comes to Gorgons. Also their
Thank-
abilities.
Thank you.
I just saw something funny the moment I heard Gorgonzola.
Bruh.
For God's sake, I
And yeah,
That's
I
the
would just,
first thing that
I
came
will
to
be
mind.
researching Gorgons.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't-
Anyone have any more questions?
No.
Let's think. And here, most of
There's a lot
the
there.
other stuff is probably self-answerable.
Question: Gorgonzola as the D&D character or the cheese?
Come on, man. I'm not
Both of them.
dignifying that with a response.
Nom.
He wants
I-
some cheese. Give him some cheese.
I do have another question. Could you give me a book on Dragon Beastkin?
Dragon Beastkin. That's an interesting one. But fair enough, as he then takes out another book as the history and creation of them. Along with another
And,
book about Beastkin in general.
Okay, thank you.
I also do have
As
a
I
question.
then start researching them as well.
I also do have a question.
I think for you, it would be Ozpin that finds you.
Yeah, Sir Osmond's I think by far the best at interacting with me. Okay, wait a sec. Question. Do the books only affect worlds and species, or can they also go down to the specific person?
They can go down to the specific person, yes. However, I should
And-
mention that those books do not have any effect on the person themselves.
Acceptable. So, and how far am I allowed to go when it comes to researching specific people?
As far back as you like, or well, as far back as the book allows you.
Okay, nobody, after the session, I will be asking for a couple of books.
Okay. Anyone else?
I would probably just like visit the archive for like a small bit and get some books about like.
I
like-
would probably also research the Queen a little bit, and also
Okay.
Midas.
I would probably want to get some stuff about like mechanical, like engineering and stuff about like electrodynamics. I don't know.
Considering Nova was a world filled with steampunkness, that kind of makes sense.
Was?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nova was steampunk. Like a bunch of mechanical
What do you
things and
mean
whatnot.
was?
Is it not steampunk anymore?
No, it is. Sorry, it is. Brain. The
Oh.
brain does not work.
Was means something happened. I don't know. The nukes fell.
No,
Yes,
Nova
exactly.
is a steampunk area. It's full of a
Yeah,
bunch of
I know.
technology and advancements. The one that would be
So
close
Nova-
second to them would be over in Goldvein.
Yeah. Okay, cool. By the way, just so anyone knows, I don't really have any restriction on the contracts. So if anyone wants to do that, they can. But that's purely up to you. V will not ask you right now.
So is there anything else you would like to ask?
I would.
What would we like to ask?
I would like a book about like this world's greatest thieves and their tricks.
Thieves and their tricks? Of course. Ozpin, I think would it be Ozpin? No, it'd be Oswald that would find you, I think. Thieves and their tricks,
Oh, yeah.
huh? Considering your
the shit.
background, that kind of makes sense. As a book appears and he would hand it to you.
Racist.
There's some good ones in there, though I wish you luck trying to best them, and that's what you're trying to do.
Of course, I would try to best them.
Next, anyone else?
I feel like Abby would mainly like try to catch up with Altaria, considering it's been a while since she last visited Talonfell.
So the only two that are not on the archives are Virus and Abby. Correct?
That would mean that,
I
by the
would-
way, just so you know, Altaria would have a private conversation with Abby, probably.
Yes.
Wait, nobody.
Yes?
Are we able to take like the books in the archive out the archive? Like, could I like
No.
take a book and then?
You
Oh,
are
we
not.
can't. Oh,
You're only
well
allowed
then,
to
yeah.
search them inside the archives. Is there
Also,
any more
probably
questions?
have a nap well in there
Yeah.
after researching.
Because you also have your own rooms here in the archives. Remember that.
I would not use it. Frankly, I would not use it. Maybe to like sit and read in peace. That's like it. She doesn't need sleep, so
I should also mention something interesting about the rooms. They're all tailored specifically to you. Meaning they're all different. They're all full of your different adventures or whatever you've done or things you're interested in.
In that
Something you
case,
know.
I would not allow. I would not allow a single person into my room.
no.
Yeah, me neither.
Same here.
Is there any more questions
I
you
don't
would like
think-
to ask?
no.
This
Don't
is
think
basically
so.
just like a long rest, right? By the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's also where I'm
Okay.
ending the session as well.
Oh, all right.
So
Yeah,
just
dang, it doesn't last
FYI,
long at all.
This is a short
just
session.
FYI, nobody. Abby might have. You might need to do like a small session with Abby because she's gonna have a conversation with. What's her name?
Altaria.
Altaria. I forgot. Sorry.
You're good.
Complicated ass names.
Oh, by the way, nobody.
Yes?
I can't see Virus
Is it not in your library?
in. No, see, I have Oscar in my library for some reason.
You have Oscar in your library? Why the fuck is Oscar in your library?
Yeah.
What is he doing
Don't
there?
know.
I think Roll 20 is being weird.
Wait, what?
I think Oscar wanted to say hello.
I'm not.
Alright.
Seems
Is
so.
Virus now
I-
in your journal?
Yes, and I still have Oscar.
Oscar's still in there? You bastard!
Yeah,
Stop that!
I'm sending it. I'm sending it to
His
the
own.
archive.
Is it good now?
There you go.
Okay.
He's gone. He's gone. Look
The
at
last thing I
screenshots.
expected was my
Hey, look
character
at
to
the
be
ver-
sentient.
Belgium, Oscar, Talon.
Yeah, the Verse Archives VC chat. Look at that. I sent the screenshot.
Wasn't Oscar like the bigger, like the troublemaker of the three brothers?
No, he's the youngest.
No, he
is
was
what
the
is.
youngest.
He was a nice guy.
Anyways, the youngest,
Yeah, same
right?
thing.
The child is nice. The old one's nice. The middle prick's the annoying one.
Okay, I'm gonna remember that.
Right.
Alright. Any more questions, or are we done?
Yeah, I guess.
Nah, I think
Guess
that's
we're
it.
done.
I think that's it.